So there we go, guys. Ourselves a nice little solid ring to go in the pan. I'm just going to get a nice non-stick pan, if I've got one. If not, I'm going to put it in the little cake tray because that's non-stick, and we're not doing a great deal, so put them in as they are. So same again, into the milk first so it can coat the flour. Chuck it back and forth. It might be 2, 3 times, 4 times, just until you think it's nice and thick enough. You think, yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, however thick you want it. You might just want to do it one time, just keep the light coating on it. Guys, the options are endless. It's up to you what you want to do. Absolutely love onion rings. This is slightly different to normal deep fried onion rings. These will add a different crunch to the dish. These aren't going to be deep fried, they're going to be baked. So no, this is definitely an alternative, healthier option to normal deep fried onion rings. Which, don't get me wrong, I do prefer the deep fried onion rings, and they are tasty. But this is people who really do love onion rings. They really want a healthier, different version. I'm just giving you guys options, you know what I mean? So this is going to be slightly different. So yeah, it's not as delicious as the deep fried one because, you know, it's cooked in deep fried, you know what I mean? It's going to be absolutely delicious. But if you want to save on your healthiness and save on your arteries a little bit, this is an alternative which you can do. And if you really do absolutely adore onion rings, then yeah, you can do it this way. So oh, baked sounds great. So much healthier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. It's all about just giving you guys. Oh, I've done it again. Sorry, guys. Keep mixing my hands into the wrong one. It's all about giving you guys an alternative. That's what I'm all about. Healthier alternative. And a reduced amount of sugar, reduced everything, reduced fat. You know, still making things that are tasty. That is what it's all about, guys. You know. Don't really worry about oil stuff. No, I mean that's, you know, that's your choice at the end of the day. You know. But I do worry about oil because it will clog your arteries as well. So I'm kind of bearing in mind that, you know, not just sugar is bad for you, but an excess amount of saturated fats is quite bad for you as such. But you can use healthier oils which have healthier alternative. They're not 110% healthy. They are fats at the end of the day, but they're a healthier fat. So which they do benefit you to a degree. So this is why I'm doing this, guys. You know, as I said, this channel is not going to be for everyone. You know, that's fine. I accept that. I accept that. No, not everyone wants to be healthy. They don't want to look after themselves. They don't really care. That's fine. But I know there are people out there who do care, and they do worry about what they eat, and they do want to see alternative ideas, and that is cool, you know. And even the people that don't want to, it's always worth having a look, just to think, oh, actually, I wouldn't mind that. So, you know, you never say never until you've seen it, you know, and then you can decide if you like it or not. If you don't, it's cool, not for you, and I accept that. That is fine. So guys, I'm going to carry on coating the shallot rings. So I've only got a couple more left here, which is fine. So Sorry, I was just reading through the chat. Okie doke, guys. So, I'm just getting to the last one. This one's a little bit clumpier, but these smaller ones seem to clump a bit quicker, so I'm only going to do them a couple of times, so you can still use them, whichever it may be. So absolutely wonderful smell coming from the oven from those sweet potatoes or yams. I haven't forgotten about them, guys. They're absolutely fine. Still see them from here through the oven door. So guys, those are the onion rings done. You can pop them straight in, to be honest with you. The only last thing we've got now for the garnish to do is the what's it called? I've forgotten now. What's our last thing we need to do, guys? Oh, the toasted chia batter. So I'm going to go get that. I've frozen that in the freezer. Why have I frozen it in the freezer? Why haven't you done it fresh? Reason for it, because what I want some thin crisps. Now the best way to cut thin crisps on a chia batter, because it's usually soft if it's not frozen, it's hard to cut and it just falls apart. Now, it's a little trick I did, is actually freeze it. Actually, I'm going to pull that down the sink. Whoa, sorry guys. Right, just run that water down there. Yeah, basically it's a little trick. Help cut really thin slices of chia batter is to actually freeze it and then cut it while it's frozen with a nice serrated knife, because that'll help you get some nice little thins of crisps that you want. I mean, if you cut them from fresh, yeah, it won't be as thin, but you can still do it, but it is, I just find it easier freezing them. It's just a little tip, little trick. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get out of the freezer now, guys. I'm going to come back in 2 seconds. So guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So what we're going to do, got our frozen bit of chia batter there. I got a nice little serrated knife somewhere. Before it starts defrosting, I'm going to start slicing it. So, what we're going to do. I'm going to go, friends. Something calls my name. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Loversome. Thank you so much. I know you've been chatting away in chat. Do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good day. Have a fantastic day. Chef do speaks French. I certainly don't. I speak a very little bit of French, but not very much. But I'm not French fluent, if that's what you mean. Old Snake. I grew up in Quebec, so I know some. That's pretty cool. I can barely talk Quebec French anyway. Yeah, I don't speak very much French either. So I did learn French in school, but not a great deal. So, as you can see, guys, there you go. See how thin we got it. Because it's frozen, we can actually slice it extremely thin. So it's a good thing you can freeze things down. And you can make some absolutely wonderful little crisps or delicate little garnishes. So that's quite a useful thing to have when you're making like bread and things. And guys, you can rub it with garlic if you want. We've got a lot of garlic going on in the dish. I'm not going to do anything with this. Just going to season it. I'm not going to put too much bread on here. It's just to represent the burger bun itself. So guys, you know, I'm not going to go crazy with it. So one more slice, so we've got like 3 each per plate. So there we go. I'm going to pop this back in the freezer where it was, so that's fine. I'm going to pop these straight in the oven. Bit of salt on there, guys. And I'm going to start making the bean burgers in the top of the stove. Fantastic. Those sweet potatoes look done. I'll pop them back in to heat up once they're ready. Or they should be still hot by the end of it. Oh, they need a few minutes longer actually. thought they were done. They're not quite there. Give them a couple of minutes longer, guys. So, what I'm going to do, I'll put the toasted chia batter into the oven, guys. Crisp up. No oil, just a little bit of salt. Don't need it. So, I'm just going to wipe this down a little bit. Get a little bit clean in here. A bit more tidy. Pop this in my waste bowls here. I'm going to pop this little chia batter back, guys. So I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to my freezer in the back. Pop this back in, and then we're going to start cooking these burgers off. So guys, I'm back now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pop the onion rings as well. They're ready to go. They're going in the oven. So we've got everything in there now. We're going to get the little Bellini pan ready for these bean burgers. I'm going to get these cooked off now. So I'm going to use a little Bellini pan. I'm going to get a tray as well so we can pop them in the oven. Let's have a look. We got a non-stick tray left anywhere? I think I've got them all used up, to be honest with you. That's fine. I'll pop a little bit of parchment on here. Oh, they should be fine actually. This one's fine. So I'll put that on the side. So I'm going to switch cameras now so you guys can see on the stove rather than the chopping board. So we're going to get this all cooked off on the top there. Never heard of the freezing trick for bread? That's really cool looking. Yeah, it's a little different trick I picked up. It's fantastic if you want to make really thin, nice, delicate crisps, especially with chia batter. It's a fantastic way to do it. The airiness, the delicious air. Such a cool trick. Thank you guys. As I said, I want to teach you guys something different, you know, so little things like that. It's nice to know, you know. So what we're going to do, we're going to cook these burgers off now, guys. So I want to use a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. Not going to go crazy, and I'm going to put loads full. I'll probably put a teaspoonful, not even that. Just a very small dribble in there, as you can see. So we want to get this hot, so put this on quite a high heat. Might turn it down after a bit, but when we put this in, we're going to push it down. We're going to let it seal on it.